This is how I know for an 100% fact God is real. So this happened very, very recently. I'll start, the Friday before a Bible study where I was sitting in a Bible study, with my family and friends and the people of my church. And a lady was talking about how, unexplained miracles happen and how God moves pieces in order to, to fulfill our prayers. And I was really questioning what she was saying because I was thinking, how could this have happened? Maybe she would have known prior. But then I experienced this myself this past Saturday. So this Saturday that I've just passed, I was at a youth day. Basically what youth day is basically where, it's a church event where the youth lead the service. And this youth day was in Wolverhampton, so I went to Wolverhampton. Now for some reason I was hungry. After eating the food that they had given me, I was really, really hungry. I asked my friend, can we go to the shop? My friend was like, I'm not going to the shop to buy anything. I don't want to buy on the Sabbath. I was like, you know what? I don't care. You know what I mean? For me, as I was bulking now, the food that I was given did not fill me up. So I went to McDonald's by myself. And whilst I was on the way to McDonald's, there was a group of people, that were my friends, but they lived in Wolverhampton. So they were going home to get changed for, the social. So I told these guys I was going to McDonald's and they're like, okay, fine. We're going to go, home and change. And these people will be very important to the story later. So I get inside McDonald's, right? I'm ordering my food at McDonald's and there's this group of people who have hoodies on. Most of them are black, not to be racist to my own race, but they're just standing in front of me. And because I was at a church event, I dressed as modestly as I can. So I was wearing a suit and tie, I was wearing a watch. And one of the boys from this group of boys that are right in front of me walks in front of me and looks me up and down and says, how greedy. Now bear in mind, I've never seen this guy before. He's never seen me before. I'm not from Wolves. Then he turns to his other friends and tells them, and they all acknowledge my presence. So when I've heard how greedy, I know for an 100% fact, either A, I'm gonna get G-checked, or number two, they're gonna ask me, where are you from? And this confirmed my suspicions when these guys really just started, they all turned to me and they started looking at me. At this point where I've got my receipt and I'm standing in the queue to get my food, they're now inching towards me. Now as they're inching towards me, I look to my side in the corner of my eye. I see this guy pulling, his pants to find something. And these guys are all, getting ready, almost like they're, are ready to attack me or ready to pressure me. So at this point, I know this guy's about to pull out something. I'm gonna get G-checked, or this guy's just gonna stab me on the spot. And when you get that thing in your stomach that thinks something is not right here? The first thing I thought to do was let me pray to God and say, God, please protect me from what's about to happen right now. And you could be wondering, okay, Brian, why can't you just, fight them off? There was 30 of these guys. I am not Madara Uchiha. I can't just smoke everybody. No matter how strong I am, no matter how many days in the gym that I've dedicated this whole year, I am not beating a group of 30 guys. Then I was thinking, okay, I could call my friends, but then I remember I'm in Wolverhampton. I'm not in my home city. So what are these guys really going to be able to do? I'm thinking of calling my church friends, but they're back at church and they wouldn't be able to come here in time to stop this from happening. So I'm pretty much fucked, and I know for 100% fact something bad is about to happen to me and these guys are basically about to jump me. You see how God moves, this is where I understand what, the auntie was talking about in the other Bible study and how God moves pieces to answer your prayers. Remember that group of friends that I had from Wolverhampton that were going, to change at their own house? Two of them guys decided to turn back apparently and come to McDonald's to see if I was good or to sit down and eat with me. Now I want you to bear this in mind. These guys weren't, my close friends. I met the first guy at a barbecue the week prior and the other guy I met that day at the youth day. I hadn't known these guys for very long. It's in their home city. Why would they not want to go and change into normal, comfortable clothes for the social and for the AY? These guys now come into McDonald's and they're like, yo, Brian, how are you? We came into McDonald's just to check if you were okay. Also, we're not ordering food, but we're here to just sit with you. The second these two guys now came, that whole gang of black guys now backed off and they now went on their merry way upstairs. It was in that precise moment of time where I kind of realized God is real, guys. And do you know how I know for an 100% fact God is definitely real? Because God heard my quick prayer saying, please protect me from these people that are basically about to jump me for my watch, probably even kill me. And he moved people around to now protect me from that ongoing threat by the devil. Because what put it in these two guys' mind to think, okay, I've known Brian for like a week now. I met Brian today. Why don't we just turn back? Instead of, going to change into comfortable clothing for the social, let's turn back and let's go see how Brian is and wait with Brian. What put it in these guys' heads to drop exactly what they were supposed to do and what they, wanted to do, to now prioritize me and wanting me to feel that I was safe? Because these guys didn't know what was about to happen. They just decided on a whim, you know what? Let's, Bun getting changed. Let's walk to McDonald's and see how Brian's doing and let's wait with Brian. And it was at this very moment where I thought to myself, God is 100% real. He hears your prayers. Whenever you want something done, or you pray for something, he will move pieces around to make sure that that prayer is answered. And if it wasn't for those guys coming, I generally do think I would have probably got hurt. Even back up the story, after I finished eating and they came down from upstairs, they now looked me up and down again and then walked out. And I even heard one of them saying, nah, he's got guys, let's back off. Now there's gonna be people in those comments that will say, nah, it was just luck, it was just fate. But I 100% know it was God. In any situation that you find yourself into where you're a bit worried, always take that quick prayer and pray to God for protection and what you want.